You. Okay. I've been missing for the past couple of days, but my sickness is wearing off. Now, now. Listen and listen good. You do not care about getting better at the game unless you were to look at this specific video. I say that to myself specifically because I know for a full-blown fact that I was at my peak when I was doing shit like this, trying to identify this set of this set list. Because basically, this is how you get strong mid rounds. This is how you get better at shot calling and telling where people are. This is how you get better at everything. Your gameplay just exponentially rises. Even people that are, kind of shit at the game can get good kills just based off, putting yourself in good positions and knowing how to navigate through all this shit. So basically, this is woohoojin's video on how to make plans like a radiant. Bro, I low-key didn't even watch this video, but I watched a trillion of woohoojin's videos, especially in the past, and they basically give you the hardcore breakdown on how to think about the game, right? So I'm gonna just do a quick breakdown on what could be in store for you while you're playing, right? So you can get a good idea for, you know, every game. Like literally, it's like a cheat code. If you're not thinking about this shit every game when you go into it, you're literally doing it like backwards. It doesn't make any sense to not do this every game. So, what's a good map? Let's just say Pearl. Pearl, they got like Cypher. And by the way, I will say that I feel like defense is strongly based on your performance and your strategy and how you're able to get shit off, right? And basically figure out plans for yourself and how to defend your site and how you're going to play based on what they're going to do. Now, I will admit that offense is a lot of coordination and that's where the comms will be needed most, in my opinion. So, if you're not willing to comm and you're not willing to do that shit, especially on attack, you like I said, I'm trying to use buzzwords so you'd understand it more. You know what I mean? Since this is like a log, but you do not want to win unless you are willing to talk to your teammates with the bare minimum by saying, at least just saying, let's go B. You do not want to win. Because that's the least you can say. Let's go B. That literally. And that makes a bigger difference. Because imagine if you went A and there's all 5 of these people here, but if you went B and you're telling your teammates, let's go B, and now fucking, what? All these people are over here. And now fucking you're hitting a one person site. And you knew there was one person on this site because you knew that they fucking 4-stack hold this. But you need to say something to your teammates. But basically, the gist of it is Cypher, he's gonna have a trip. So basically, you're gonna have to find a character that's gonna clear out the trip. Or see if your team even has a character that clear out a trip, like a Silver or something like that. If you don't, you probably shouldn't go here. You should start off mid and then slowly default and break trip. Shit like Clove. Wherever Clove dies, you should probably try to rotate back to the other side if you can, because her smokes will not be effective. And at the same time, she's not whatever site she's on really doesn't matter. Let's say Jet likes to play B. We know she likes to play B. Predict that she's gonna play up here. She's gonna play up here. After you clear her, let's say Teo is over here. You would safely predict that they're gonna play an off angle or not off. You're across. So if she's over here, Teo's gonna be back here and most likely try to shoot you or shoot you from over here. You know what I mean? Or if just basic shit. Well, it's basic for me, but watch for these angles. If she's not here, you're hitting a clear sight. She might be up here. She might be over here, and Teo's playing off her over here. But make sure, okay, once you get smoked, blah, we throw close smoke down. Now, what you want to do is, if you have fade dog, I know people really don't play fade on this map, but fade dogs through, you clear here, or you throw a haunt at the same time as or a couple seconds before y'all are about to walk out, there's a blind coming out, so you can actually make sure they're getting fully doused in the fucking util. But basically, watch the woohoojin video, go over all the things that they can and cannot do, and base a plan off it. Literally, like I said, if they have hard trips, like Cypher trips, and you have nobody to break them, literally just tell your team, go mid, or tell your team to default and send everybody their separate ways, and then say we're gonna end B, or we're gonna end A, or say once we find Cypher, we're gonna end there. So let's say you find Cypher, you see his bitch ass, you seen his little trip right here that they supposedly have, right? You see his little bitch ass trip, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna walk away, and you're like, everybody just go B. You have so much time in the rounds that you literally don't even need to run it down. You know what I mean? Like you, I'm telling you, you just win against teams that do shit like ultra fast. If they just go fast, 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 it's easy and it's predictable. If you go slow, it's hard to read sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can get called out and whatnot. That's when you switch the game plan up. But basically, you want to be as adaptable as you can be. And that means doing simple shit. Like, I know it's a lot for you to ask your teammates to default. But literally, if you're in platinum to fucking whatever up, I feel like if you say default, they're gonna know what you're saying. If they don't know what a default is, say um spread out and take space, but don't die. That's what defaulting is. Spread out, take space, but don't die. And if they do die, you hit the opposite site. Like let's say we have a teammate over here. He gets killed. You just run back. You know, if he gets killed on B, you just run to A, because you got the space on A. So basically, the gist of it is, like I said, watch out for this shit. And like I said, you need to be doing this in your games. And if you're not doing it in your games, like I said, buzzword, you don't care enough to want to win. It's the minimal you can do. Because I don't even do this sometimes. Because I'm a lazy fuck. And I don't want to say I don't want to win. I do want to win. But it's like, I don't know. There's a barrier. And if you want to get over that barrier, like, the best way I know is literally just saying, yo, before the game starts. Because that's the one thing. If your teammates are calming, and like they're calming throughout the rounds, for some reason I feel like if you don't calm on round like 1, 2, or 3, I feel weird to calm for the rest of the game. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like, if you learn this though, the calm will just come out of you. Like, it'll just get out of you. Like me, I'm forced to talk sometimes, even though I don't want to, and I'd be like telling myself, don't talk, don't talk. Even when I had a sore throat, I literally was so into the game that I would just start calming while I had a sore throat and I couldn't speak. Literally had no voice. So, yeah, like I said, just hit them with a yo. Make your voice be heard. Literally, beginning of the game, yo. Not. I don't like it when people are like, "Oh, this is us," right? All 5 players are like getting ready to select their characters, and people are trying to mingle and talk to each other and blah blah blah. I don't really like that. I'm not into that. I feel like as long as your comms in game are heard when you're spawning in and you got your gun out, you know what I mean? And you're getting ready to fight, and you say like, "Yo" to your teammates, then you're doing something right. I feel like it's not bad if you're sitting up here in the lobby and you're not talking, but as soon as you get in the game, you actually talk. I feel like that's good because you're still making yourself present. You know what I mean? It's just a little antisocial, like I said. You don't need to calm and talk the entire time, fucking mingle with your teammates. As long as you're not beefing, you're fine. And as long as you're not like being toxic in the mic, just be like, you fucked up. It's okay. I mean, you can make a separate video on that, like if you want, but literally, don't beef with your teammates. If they fuck up, if they do something wrong, just know that it's not the end of the fucking world. You know what I mean? This is one round, and especially in lower elos, just one round ain't gonna do shit. The only time one round affected me was in high elo in immortal, so don't worry about that. Literally, games are winnable. Just know that you're gonna fuck up. You're most likely doing something wrong, and you don't know it, but their fuck up is just glaring. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the end of the video. That's all I got. Alright, peace.